The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Ford Brothers Auction, Kentucky Orthodontics and Invisalign, La Rosa's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Panel Swim Shop, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
But as of now, we're suspended. We're calling it an indefinite suspension. We're not calling it cancellation. There may eventually be a way we can finish. We don't know. As more data comes out around the country and around the surrounding states, and even potentially here from the health departments, did not seem wise to try to fight it. And it was apparent we needed to shut down. So we have shut down both tournaments. It's not a time to philosophize. It's not about me. I hate it for these young ladies that didn't get to finish their tournament, and I certainly hate it for the guys next week. But sometimes life gets in the way of your plans.
No doubt about it. Welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. I'm Brian Milam. As with many things in life right now, this show is going to be a little different. Gary should be bringing you stories and interviews from the boys' Sweet 16 this week. But as KHSAA Commissioner Julian Tackett just explained, that tournament was shut down due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Kentucky High School Athletic Association would go on to declare all sports and sports activities, regardless of season, to be in a dead period. That means no organized team activity until the prohibition ends April 12th. There is also no current consideration to seeking alternate locations or dates for sports state championship play beyond the currently scheduled dates. And not having the Sweet 16 right now is a huge blow to the Commonwealth. At the high school level, it's what we do in the month of March. For GRC, it's doubly difficult for the 10th region champions. Both the boys and girls teams from Winchester would join Owensboro Catholic and E-Town as the only schools who would send two teams in search of a state title. There were so many storylines which will probably never be completely told or realized now. And on the girls' side, when Sacred Heart lost to South Laurel,
when they, lost, it kind of, hey, maybe everybody feels like they have a shot at that point. So it is disappointing. We're looking forward to going up there and just kind of, Owensboro Catholic was a very good team, and going up there and kind of compete and see what happens.
It definitely had a unique feel to it. It had, it's always special. Even for us, we were excited to be there. First year in this new gym to win the region and to go through that opportunity, and you want those kids to be able to continue that journey and really enjoy that state tournament. But this happened, and we need to be supportive and see what we can do to help.
Now, last week, the Scott County Cardinals boys basketball team was on this show talking about a fourth straight appearance in the Sweet 16 after winning the 11th region title yet again. First-year head coach Tim Glenn was emotional after the win, and he said it was emotional again, delivering the news to his team their season had come to an abrupt end.
I just let them know that still yet, guys, it's to win that region and be eligible to go to that state tournament, that's a special thing that every high school kid dreams about. Yeah, we all dream of being on Rupp Arena's floor, and I know the KHSAA's hands were tied. Sure. And I hate it, as it trickled down from the top up there. And when the NBA canceled, I said, guys, it's going to be hard for us to play. I know that.
12th region champion West Jessamine was going to make their first trip to Rupp since 2010. Coach Damon Kelly said it certainly was a bitter pill to swallow.
By the time the KHSAA made it official, I think we all knew it was happening. I had players coming by my classroom looking at me asking if it was true, and it was a pretty tough day for all of us. We may or may not get the experience of playing in Rupp Arena, but it was a phenomenal run that they took us on over the last few weeks.
A phenomenal run indeed. So for the rest of this half hour, we will be discussing and focusing on the good from this past season. You heard a minute ago from Clark County coach Josh Cook. We will revisit our interview with the Cardinals from back in the middle of the season. Then we will bring you a heartwarming story out of Somerset. The Briar Jumpers made sure their team manager had a game he would never forget. Also, you will learn about something new to high school competition. This is pretty cool. Esports. Last week, we introduced you to the UK Sports Medicine Female Comeback Athlete of the Week. This week, we will talk to the boys winner, Caleb Givens from Tates Creek. But when we start with some of the highlights from the Girls Sweet 16, games that were actually able to be played, and those highlights brought to you by Prep Spin. On the opening day of the Girls Sweet 16, the nightcap at Rupp Arena, a pair of local powers squaring off. Franklin County, the 11th region champ, meeting the 8th region champs from Anderson County under a minute to play. Bearcats down one, the Flyers turned it over, and Rachel Satterley makes them pay. Anderson up 38-37, under 25 seconds left. Great ball movement leads to an open basket by Amaya Jenkins. She had 15 points, and Anderson County leads by 3. Final seconds now. Brooklyn Miles, best player in the 11th region for Franklin County, tries to send it to overtime, but the shot is off the mark. 40-37 the final. Anderson County was to advance to the quarterfinals against Casey County.
We're really excited about this win. I think it's very indicative of this team. They're going to play their butts off every minute as long as there's time on the clock. We talked about Rachel didn't have her best game, but she comes out and makes big plays when it matters, so we were really proud of her.
And welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report. I want to tell you about Roberts Insurance. They're out in Richmond, Kentucky. They're on Main Street. They insure 3/4 of the great state of Kentucky. Speaking of the great state, from just down the road here at Clark County High School, Winchester. I mean, that's literally just down the road here from the station. It's on Winchester Road. Coach, you brought in 3 of your outstanding players. How would you describe the season so far for Clark County?
Well, it's been successful. Obviously we're still learning. We've had some games where we played really well. Had some learning experiences where, definitely things that we got to get better at. But overall, I'm excited about where we are, and we're hoping we'll be the next couple months.
Coach, who are these players you brought with us?
Junior wing Jared Wellman, senior guard KJ Rucker, and sophomore wing Jerome Morton.
How you doing, Jared? We want to start with you. You're the leading scorer on the team with 17.4 points. That's real close to Jerome down on the end. He's got 17, so you're real close. What have you done to make yourself a scorer and a total team player?
This year, I've worked a lot on my shot and getting off with a quick release. And my teammates have been great this year, finding me when I'm open, Another thing I've been doing is crashing the boards hard and getting those offensive rebounds and putbacks. That helps a lot.
KJ, you score double digits every game. And you shoot 89% from the line. What aspects make a great shooter?
I just try to work on game-like shots a lot and get my reps in the gym. It helps me shoot better.
Jerome, how you doing down there?
Good.
On the end of the couch down there. You scored 17 points a game, so congratulations for that. He's a big scorer too, Coach, 17. What has been the biggest improvement from last year to this year for yourself individually?
Being more of a playmaker and trying to fall into the leadership role.
And he's done that quite well, hasn't he, Coach?
Yeah. He's making an effort at it. It's always going to continue to get better at it, but he's definitely trying to play for his team, put them first, and so proud of all 3 of these guys for doing that.
Yeah. Coach, this team this season has shown great chemistry. Has that been responsible for the success they've had?
Yeah, definitely. We share the basketball. We have 4 guys that are in double figures. I can't say it's perfect by any means, but I do think they understand, to try to put the team first no matter what. And try to learn and grow and understand, everybody has their own personality, but we got to adjust to that. And, I feel like our chemistry is really strong, and, we're going to continue to try to work on that.
Speak of continuing, Coach, you've got the districts coming up the end of February, and then you hope to be in the 10th regional. How does your district stack up to get to that 10th region?
District's really good. Paris is starting to play their best basketball. We got Montgomery County coming up this Friday. They're playing really good basketball. And Bourbon County is one of the, probably a top 10 team in the state. So for us, district, we're going to be challenged, and we need to be playing at a high level.
Well, thank you guys for coming in. We appreciate your time on the Scholastic Ball Report. Coach, here's the Mingy beef jerky. You get that, take that, and enjoy that. I know your players can enjoy that too. So thank you, Coach. We always appreciate having you on the show.
I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
That's the Cardinals from Clark County High School over in Winchester, Kentucky, one of the top teams in the 10th region, and they'll be a tough team to beat in that regional tournament.
One of the hardest working members of the Somerset Briar Jumpers was someone who'd never seen any playing time.
here the whole time, getting us water, didn't complain one bit.
Macon's he's the light. He brings the energy.
Senior manager Macon Wilson has been with the team for 3 years. When senior night was coming up, they knew they wanted to make his special.
This is my 9th year in coach, and I think that's the most special moment I've seen.
The day before the game, they let Wilson know he'd be suiting up. And the team's leading scorer once again stepped up, telling their coach
that he could start for me. Yeah, I thought it'd be most fitting for him to come out and me come off the bench and greet him after he comes out of the game.
Wilson told me how he normally handles game time.
I have kind of a method for getting water. I'll always keep like 6 cups handy, and then whenever someone comes up, I'll fill up another one.
But he also told me about all the shots he'd been practicing, so it was only fitting that he took the first one for Somerset.
It was awesome. From one angle, whenever I watched it again, I was worried I traveled, but luckily I didn't.
Coach Bruner also gave credit to their opponent, Danville, for helping make the moment special. That wasn't lost on Wilson.
It was awesome. I really didn't hear much in the moment just because of how exciting it was. But I was really surprised that Danville themselves celebrating with me. That was awesome.
As the game went on and Somerset had a big lead, the crowd wanted more.
I looked at Coach Somerset, put him in, let him go.
Macon came in and tried to make a few threes.
Yeah, I tried to. I need to get back in the gym and work on that.
But he did sink another layup, scoring the final points for his team.
I can't imagine anything better. Although, I can't imagine one thing, actually. I'll retract that. I can't imagine winning that state championship up and up.
No matter how this season ends, he won't forget it.
It was amazing, just how everybody loved me and supported me.
And won't be forgotten.
I'm never, ever going to forget the name Macon Wilson.
In Somerset, Victor Puente, WKYT.
As a child, my only thing that I liked to do was games.
Sean Reardon has a passion for video games, and it's paid off. He's one of the players that earned his spot at the esports state championships. The event's only 2 years old. The Kentucky High School Athletic Association has sanctioned many new sports.
Over the last several years, we've added bowling, bass fishing, archery, competitive cheer, and dance. And a lot of people might not think those are traditional sports, but it's a way for us to increase opportunities for kids and to get them involved. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing.
Yeah. Esports is now on the list, and it seems the decision to add it has been a good one.
It allows us to reach maybe a group of kids that aren't connected to their high school, and now they have a way to compete for their school, to make friends, to learn teamwork. It's a great way to get them involved in what's going on in their school community.
95% of high schooler students just go to high school, study, graduate, go to college.
For Sean, esports isn't just a pastime. It could be his future.
Esports opens up lots of different career paths, in my opinion.
Yeah. And while some might not consider it to be a conventional sport, esports has made an impact for many. In Lexington, Grace Feinerman, WKYT.
Time now for your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. Anderson County and Woodford County. Check out this pass from Jagger Gillis. Just stop it. What a feed to Tyler Rice. Let's watch it again. The Bearcats turning defense into offense. Whoop! What a look. It's worth one more look. That kid can play football and basketball, but Woodford County does win this game big, a big district win. And that is your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Welcome back into the UK Sports Medicine Orthopedic Surgery segment. Last week we had a young lady from Holy Cross who was a comeback athlete on the female side. This week we got the comeback athlete of the year on the male side.
Yeah, I mean, great athlete who overcome a lot. And after many nominations, my committee chose Caleb Givens from Tates Creek High School as the winner of this year's Male Comeback Athlete of the Year award. So Caleb, talk to us a little bit about the injury you sustained that you have come back from.
All right, so freshman year, it was in the summer. I was playing basketball for the CK White Magic, and I was coming down the court, and I messed up my hip, I fractured my hip bone, dislocated it, and chipped off the socket to hold it in place.
So this is the type of injury that Caleb sustained that usually is a contact injury. You usually see it in football type of injuries. Caleb was running down the basketball court and just broke. So tell us then about what happened after that then, Caleb.
So it took like a year for me to recover, and then came back, and then I re-injured it again, same injury. And so I sat out another year. But then this year I got to play my senior year. Pretty proud of that.
Yeah, you had a good senior year too.
Had a great senior year.
Had a great senior year.
Talk to us a little bit about the rehab process that you went through.
It was hard, like just pushing through, like knowing that like my hip can mess up anytime. It was like kind of a challenge for me, but I kept pushing through. So like I'll have to rehab every day. I'll go to UK sports rehab, and then I'll go to next level training for like strength and conditioning.
And the big thing for you is just getting that confidence back in your leg again. Yeah. And you had a great senior year this year.
Yeah. Congratulations for that, and you keep a B average there at Tate's Creek, so thanks for that. And we just appreciate you, Rob, and the comeback athlete. That's a great honor you guys do at UK Sports Medicine. There's the website with the phone number. Give them a call. They got the walk-in clinic every Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday
at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Walk-in clinic there at the
Turfland location.
Yeah, the old Turfland location, old Turfland Mall, and it's great stuff. Welcome back in. Lauren Lanzer's with us. And Lauren, thank you for being with us. We're going to talk about an important topic here on the UK Sports Medicine. It's proper sleep.
Yes.
So how does proper sleep affect injury healing?
Yeah, so it's really important for athletes to know that as we sleep, our cells grow and repair, especially when we experience an injury. And it also helps muscle growth. So sleep is very important for injury healing.
Yep.
What is the recommended hours of sleep for a person, and how can we get that?
Yeah, so for 17 to 22-year-olds, the recommended number of hours of sleep is 8 hours. And it's easy to put yourself in a cool, dark atmosphere and kind of take away those bright lights and noises in order to get that good sleep.
How does lack of sleep affect cognitive performances?
That's a good question. I'm not sure what that means, but that's a good question.
Yeah, so as we sleep, our brains kind of sort through and filter whatever we take in during that day. So if we don't get enough sleep, it affects our judgment and decision making, which is really important on the field or on the court, especially for athletes.
That's good stuff, Lauren. We really appreciate you filling us in on the proper and the way to sleep, get proper sleep.
Yes.
So thank you very much. And
You're
good luck up in Columbus, Ohio.
Thank you very much.
That's Lauren Lanzer with UK Sports Medicine. There's their website with the phone number. Give them a call. They are simply the best.
And that wraps up the 17th season of the Scholastic Ball Report. Hopefully you will see Gary back here in September and life will be going back to normal. But until then, as Gary would say, for those you see and those you don't see, keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Ford Brothers Auction, Kentucky Orthodontics and Invisalign, La Rosa's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Panel Swim Shop, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.